Howdy folks, this is Franklin Day again back on YouTube. Here I'd like to share the build I've done about 15 years ago. This is the Monogram Pro Series PBY-5A Catalina flying boat on a scale of 1/48. A pretty beefy model. Before I show the model, I'd like to be able to say something about it. Monogram based this kit off the original machine that's on display at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the snafu catchers. This aircraft is still existing at the Air Force Base Museum. The paint schedule on it is all intermediate blue and white. But the origin of military, I'm not certain if it's Air Force, Navy. I assume it's Navy. I've never known the Air Force having PBY-5A Catalina flying boats. Mostly the Navy is more or less is a branch of service that more or less use flying boats. Mars flying boat, the PBTY Coronado flying boat, the PBY-5 flying boat, the PM Mariner flying boat, all Navy. I'm assuming this aircraft is Navy too, but I could be wrong. If I stand corrected, it's okay. Here I'd like to show you my Monogram PBY-5A Catalina flying boat. Here she is, fellas. This is a 1/48 scale PBY flying boat. This is the snafu catchers. I'll bring this thing as close as I can to webcam without out of focus here. There it is, fellas. Here's the snafu catchers right here. The landing gear is very detailed, as you can see. The inspection window right there too, on the side of the wheel well, shows the crew members can see the landing gears retracted, not because you had no landing gear indicators in the cockpits showing the landing gears retracted or extended. It's more or less done by manual observation. So right by the window right here, I'll swing it around here, you can see it. It's right in this area here. You can see the window right there. I move that pin out of the way, you can see the window. And there you go, you can see the daylight peering through it. 4 crew members comes with this model. You got a pilot and co-pilot, 2 observers manning their .50 caliber machine guns. The webcam don't do too much justice in showing the figures, but they're there. I'll do the best I can to show it to you, fellas. You can barely see the pilot and co-pilot in this view of the webcam here. Again, this webcam does not do justice. But with a keen eye, you'll be able to see it pretty good. Over here, on this side here, you can see on the starboard side of the aircraft, you can see one of the observers manning his .50 caliber machine gun. There you go. That's an excellent view right there. Don't get any better than that, gang. The same thing on the port side. On the top view of the aircraft, it's all intermediate blue. This airplane's been airbrushed. Bottom view is all white. Another good thing too this kit produces here is a stenciling on the fabric area. These here are stenciling showing the ground personnel don't get too close to the fabric area because this is all fabric. And from this point on is all aluminum. But there's a continuous fuel tank all the way here from the zipper edge of the outer wing panel to the middle to the center wing panel. From here to this section here, going here across, all the way back to the zipper here on this side of the wing is a fuel tank. That's what gives these things range capabilities. And the same thing applies on the top side. There's stenciling there too, as you can see. There's all your stenciling. The floats are highly detailed. This is a nice kit, and I highly recommend this to anyone who wants a challenge of building a 1/48 scale PBY flying boat. Uh, I haven't seen any model shells for a while, so Monogram is like a lot of manufacturers. They only make so many of them, and they stop producing them for a while, and they go to something else. Then they bring them back years later. Same kit, just different decals. And it's a beautiful airplane. It's heavy. As fitted, the parts are they're pretty excellent. No fit issues at all. I didn't use no filler putty at all in this plane. I was really astounded when I assembled it. There was none at all. The airplane was put together by using Krylite glue, and I try to stay away from Krylite, fellas. There's a little word of caution about Krylite. If you use Krylite glues too much out proper ventilation, you get cyanide poisoning. I had a good close friend of mine named Jack Boyd. He builds RC aircraft, and he got a good whiff of Krylite glue, and last time I seen him, he was toting an oxygen tank. So please be careful and use plenty of ventilation by using those glues. You don't want to get cyanide poisoning. This kit's probably available on eBay, so you're going to have to surf to eBay, and ain't nothing that place don't have. So you may run into the PBY-5A, the snafu catchers. About 5 months ago, I seen one down there at my local hobby shop I always venture into. They had one too, different paint schedule. Actually, it's the same. It's all intermediate blue and white in the bottom, and they had the big old bright, splendid chrome yellow U.S. Rescue on the bottom of the wings and top of the wings. So I imagine it's the post-war Catalina. This here is probably World War II. I'm quite certain it is. Again, I don't know if it's Air Force or Navy, so I'm assuming it's Navy. And the kit poses no problems at all in building. The novice, intermediate builder, and the pro builder will have fun in building this aircraft. And it's big, so you've got to have a lot of room to display it. It's a very strong airplane. Again, the Monogram wasn't skimpy with plastic. It's a little bigger than the B-17. It's probably about a good quarter of an inch wingspan wide. It's a little bigger than the B-17 that Monogram produced on 1/48 scale. But in 1/48 scale flying boats, it's not the only one of its kind. That's in that scale. There's vacuum forms out there, and vacuum form kits are specially ordered through mail only. And but I know that Combat Models made a 1/48 scale PBY, and they made a short Sunderland as well. And I guess Robert's Models now took over Combat. And they have now, so he has a good website to go to. Go Robert's Vacuum Forms. They got a lot of 1/48 scale flying boats there. And on my next build thread, I'm going to post. On my last posting I done, I introduced that Crumpler made a Albatross 1/48 scale HU-16B, and I just purchased that kit, and it's going to be my next build thread for YouTube. So hopefully by Wednesday I can be able to start. Well, folks, the hands of time is giving me the cue of getting off here, but they cut me off, so I don't want to overdo my boundaries. And I would like to thank everyone out there for viewing my YouTube presentations. Again, I'm new here, and I'm getting a little better as I go along. Hopefully by tomorrow, the next day, I'll have a better setup. I'll have my camera. And if you like my better than webcam, I could be able to show a lot more detail of my work, and you can show me building my models too. So that's down the road, and hopefully in 2 days I'll have my new web camera. And I hope everybody's well, and everybody take care of yourselves. And I have another one coming up very shortly, another YouTube, and I appreciate you all following my YouTubes. And be safe, and please subscribe, and bye now.
Thank you, fellas.